Hello, everyone. My name is Margie Daniels. I'm the Executive Director of Massachusetts Partnerships for Youth. We're a nonprofit organization. Our office is right here in Wakefield at the Anaca Civic Center, and every year we sponsor a public service announcement contest. We are across Massachusetts. We have over 240 school districts and other entities that are members, and we ask students to submit an original public service announcement about a particular topic. This year, our topic was Peace Brings the World Together. Such an important topic in this day and age where we're facing so many issues. So we had a group of judges, which included law enforcement, school administration, and some community members, and we went through all of the public service announcements that were submitted, and we were very, very happy to have our winners from right down the street at Melrose High School. And I want to ask our advisor, Mr. DiBenedetto, how did this all happen?
So we've participated in the contest since I started 10 years ago. I have a lot of free reign at the school, and I get to do whatever projects I want without a lot of input from administration. However, every single year, everyone from the principal, assistant principal, guidance director, assistant superintendent always sends me your email with your PSA contest. So since early on, I've always had it as a class project for my students, where I encourage all of them to participate as a class project. And while we've had some finalists in the past, this is the first time that we've broke through and actually won the contest.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Why don't we take a look at it, and then you can introduce the students that were instrumental in making it.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see the video.
There are 7 principles of peace. We asked students at a local high school what they have faith in. Here's what they said.
I have faith in my generation.
I have faith that people will do the right thing.
That if you work hard enough, you can accomplish whatever you want.
That one day, everyone will truly have equal rights.
That people will have the best intention in what they say.
I have faith in my teammates.
If I follow my passion, it can become a reality.
I have faith that people in this world, instead of bad things, can do good things.
I have faith that I can overcome anything.
I have faith in God.
That if I apply myself, I will get good grades.
That my community has my back.
I have faith in myself.
The 7 principles of peace: love, unity, hope, courage, justice, forgiveness, faith. What do you have faith in?
We partnered with the Brown Institute for Peace in Boston around this theme, and I'm so thrilled with the public service announcement that you created. I'm hoping you could introduce the students. I'd love to hear how they came up with what they did, because it really was outstanding.
So we have our 3 students that were in the group here today with us. Actually, all 3 members of an intro class, so they're first-year students. We have Jaden Grant, Anaca Hodges, and Malacky Colso. They worked together as a group, and the thing that really impressed me the most with what they did was the range of students that they got to be in it. It doesn't always come across on cameras, but it really represented a full section of the students in the school.
That was one of the things that really stood out to the judges, quite frankly, was that there was a diverse group of students, and I really commend you for getting so many people to participate. So how'd you do it? How did this all happen?
Well, a big part of unity is like diversity, and just like showing that like everybody can like come together and be like accepted.
Yeah, we wanted a bunch of different people to just participate, and we just wanted it to be natural. So.
How did you come up with who you were going to film? Do you remember the process that we used for that?
Well, I know we were just like discussing like a handful of kids that probably would be interested, and we just wanted also it to be diverse, so that's kind of what we did.
I just thought of some very good people that I know, like very good kids that just stay out of trouble and like just all around good people.
That's why I think it came off as so genuine, because we felt like everyone was speaking from the heart about, and the answers were so varied and personal to the individual, and I think that was one of the things that made this PSA so powerful.
I agree. I think one of the things you'll see a lot is what Jaden's point is. It was kids that they recognized as being good kids and a different group of kids, instead of just going through and cherry picking out like all the high achieving students. That's where they really did I think a great job of getting that whole range in the diverse group of students that they had. When we talked about why you selected faith, right? What was the original issue we thought we might have with kids saying?
They have faith in God.
Right, so that was one, we had one answer with that, which is great, because that was, like we talked about, was one of the things that, unfortunately, you ask someone, what do you have faith in? A lot of times that was the first thing they thought of. But again, talking to your students and giving them that little bit of background when you brought them in, you helped get a range of answers that weren't just that, right? Malachi, which one would you say was your favorite response?
Probably the one that said he had faith in his community, because like nowadays there's a lot going on and like we need people to stick together in the community, so I feel like that was very important.
Anaca, what was your favorite?
My favorite one was probably that I have faith in God, because I know for me personally, I try to put a lot of my faith in God and just try to bring Him into my life. So that was my favorite.
Jaden?
Well, I had two. Jomana saying that she had faith in the youth, and Sophia said that she had faith that one day that we eventually get equal rights. It was just like, it's so hard to find something to have faith in this day and age. So it was just like bold of them to still have like their mentality.
For me, I liked the one that had faith that his community has his back. I thought that kid was really, really well spoken. And again, speaking to what Margie was saying about the authenticity, none of what they said was forced. They were like, what do you have? Just don't say God, because we already have one person that said that. We need something else. And then when they would stop and think about it, it was all what they thought, right? It was a couple times someone said something that someone else said, and we're like, well, can you rephrase it, right? But all of that was authentically what they said themselves, not something you scripted.
My favorite was, and I probably won't get the words exactly right, but the young man who said, I have faith that people will choose to do good. Because I think in this world, so many people are in situations where they have to make choices, and choices that really can impact a lot of people. And to have confidence and faith that people are going to make good decisions, I think is so important right now.
That was one, Jaden Banks, that one stuck with me.
Yeah.
Especially he's a student I'm fairly close with, so for him to come out with something like that, I was incredibly proud.
It gave me optimism.
Yeah. We've done it every year, I think, except for the pandemic year, which was obviously crazy for everyone. So I do like including it, not just because all my supervisors send it to me to participate, but I think it's a good thing for the kids to do and to think more about community and all the different themes that come up with it. This year, I really did like the theme and the partnership you guys did to create that theme. I thought was really good, and it was very accessible to the students because there was a wide range of things that we could do with that. And I do it with all my students. So I submitted the great, the okay, and the indifferent. Every kid that did it got submitted. Not all of them would be winning caliber, but there was a wide range of this topic. One of the ones in the past a couple times, it's like, how can you help your community? What can you do for your community? And the funny thing, if you ask a group of kids, just blank, what can you do to help your community? 9 out of 10 of them will just say recycle. And I'm like, okay, but let's think about something else. So this, I didn't have that issue. The kids right away went in a bunch of different directions and did a lot of really cool and I think interesting things.
We think long and hard every year about what our topic is going to be. So we try to hit on things that students can take and bring in many different directions. And when we sat and judged the public service announcement entries, they really did go in many different directions. But this was outstanding because I think for people to hear the voices of students and see the faces of students is fabulous. Like I say, it gives some of us as adults, as older people, faith and hope for the future. So it was very uplifting to us.
I agree.
Well, thank you. Fabulous, and I encourage you to continue entering. Who knows? Melrose High this may be the start of a dynasty.
Yeah.
Who knows? So thank you so much, and I really thank you for your continued support of MPY.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.